Warning: the following program contains world premiere certified ball players, incredible interviews, latest, hottest content material, may not be suitable for people with the following medical condition: original phobia, acute player hater disorder, no jumper, no handles, allergic to playing defense. If you suffer from any of these conditions, contact your coaching staff.
3 minutes to go.
Give it up, get it back, and make a poster.
Welcome to License to Ball podcast, where certified ballers play. And now here's your host, Hip Hop.
I want to welcome to the License to Ball show. On deck today, we got the 7A class. We're going to talk about the top teams in 7A class, what's going on with them. We're going to get you updated on that. We got Greg G-Dub from PK Sports going to be joining the show, help me break down this. And we're going to be doing this every week. We're going to go down to pretty much every class. We go down all the way down to like maybe 4A. That's a lot of teams, a lot of homework. So you just got to respect the grind. It's going to be hard for us to do all the way down to 1A. So we can't promise 1A. I don't just see it's going to happen, but we're going to do as much as we can. We're going to talk about the teams that standing out, get that mid-season report card, talk about the players and team and what scores. I mean, not what scores they have. My fault. They record and like key games that they won and everything. So if you're watching this and you're watching afterwards and you see like, oh man, they 16-4 now, it's recorded before then. So you just got to respect that it's recorded before then. So it's not going to be exactly updated when you do check this out throughout the week, because teams going to be playing tomorrow and they play Saturday. So this is being recorded in between all of that on that stuff. So be going on that. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to introduce and bring Greg into the show from PK Sports. Like I told you, my man's going to be on here on a regular basis now. So I'm doing all this. And I took 3 weeks off. And so each time I take time off, I got to really learn. I really got to learn these buttons again, man, on that. So me going. Oh, I messed myself up. Go back to that. I will get it down pat. One of these days, I will get it down pat. And I hit the intro to the show because these buttons so small. They are so small. There we go. That's what I'm looking for.
So y'all can sit here and ask me all the questions y'all want to. I'm going to answer with the same answer, so y'all can shoot if y'all please. I'm here so I won't get fined. I'm here so I won't get fined.
What's going on, G-Dub? How you doing?
Good, I'm good, man. Shoot, just another day in the neighborhood. Watching some good high school basketball in the gym with some good high school quality kids. We got a lot coming up this year with PQ Sports. We dropped our schedule, last month, and just getting all the marketing out and just trying to let people know what we got going on this spring and summer. It's going to be hot.
Let's talk about the schedule a little bit before we get into all this.
Yep. Yeah, so we're going to jump out. Our first event is going to be March 1st through the 3rd. We're going to jump out with Winter Wonderland over at Swanee Sports Academy. It's a good event for our grassroots age kids, 1st through 8th grade. A majority of the high school teams will still be playing, but we this year we're putting a lot of focus on girls basketball as well. Just looking to bring exposure, competitive opportunities to girls 5th through 11th grade. So, definitely want to get people energized about what we got going on. March is going to be a big month where we kick off with 3 of our events, 2 in Atlanta, 1 down here in Augusta, over here at Riverview where the Nike Peace Jam is played. So it's going to be an epic year. We got a lot of good things coming this year.
That's what's up. That's what's up on that. So we're gonna do the top 4 teams. We'll do the top 4 teams in 7A on this. So on the top 4 teams, who's your first team you got?
First team is 7A. Right now, I got to go to Grayson. It's a tough one between Grayson and McEachern right now, but right now you got to give it to Grayson.
I don't think it's tough.
You don't think it's tough?
Grayson beat him, and Grayson been doing real good. I mean, the only losses they got is out of state, and that might be a tough too.
Yeah, well, that's real. That's real. But it's just something about winning. And I see what Tree's been doing with his group. He got him up there on the East Coast right now at Hoop Hall and playing up in that area. I think they played some other games up in the area. So it's just, it's a month later. You know what I'm saying? State playoffs here. Yeah, it's crazy. But you really want to, unless it's an upset or unless they're on the same side with each other, man, I can see them too. Meeting again for the state championship.
Yeah, man. I can't. One, I'm not trying to jump ahead of ourselves. We talking about Grayson right now, and man, that team that you can't count out till you count them out is Willing, man. They don't look good this year. You can't count them out, but we're gonna stick on Grayson right now. I'm gonna pull up right now. Grayson, as of right now, is 15-2.
Yep.
Key wins is McEachern.
Mm-hmm.
He brought up, said those 2 hottest teams.
Yeah.
Then Cal, they beat Cal. Cal is the state champions from last year.
Okay.
Beat them. Grayson got a great resume. Then they beat Sandy Creek. Sandy Creek is another state champion. And then they beat St. John's out of DC.
Yeah. 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 No, I agree with you. Only nugget I would just say to that is that they played McEachern very, very early in the season. I believe that was both of their first games. But no, I agree with you. Grayson is probably the best transitional basketball team that I've watched this high school season. The way they just get up and down the court and the way they just play energized and stuff. So I don't see many teams being able to stop their transitional offense that they have because they definitely know how to spread the basketball out.
I totally agree. I think Grayson can play 3 different ways. That's why they're so deadly. Like they can slow the game down and put Amir Taylor in the post. And one of the reasons why they're so effective because Amir Taylor hitting the threes from outside. He's pulling that big out the 3-1 line. And he's been in the gym a lot because you could tell he actually been really, really, really working on his game, man. He been putting forth that work. You could tell seeing it how his game is developing. And he can actually hit that 3-point shot out there on a regular basis, man. And then he kind of starting to put it on the floor a little bit. Tell me if I'm wrong on that, but it looked like he's starting to put it on the floor a little bit.
No doubt. Taylor's a bucket, you know what I'm saying? And, he's going to have obviously a heck of a high school season. I'm looking forward to seeing this kid in the spring and the summertime just blow up even more. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm with you on that. Their diversity and stuff, with the Harris kid and obviously with Wilkins and stuff, they are very, very talented group. And like you said, we still got about 2-3 more names we could throw in the bucket, that's contributing to that team's success.
And this team is really Highland. This team is really led by Highland and Jakari Harris.
Mm,
the
agree.
Purdue commit. And I just found I didn't realize who his dad is too right around his commitment because he don't want to talk about that. But that makes sense. And I started looking him in the face. He looked like his dad in the face. He don't have his dad's height. He look like his
Jakai?
dad in the face.
How about Jakari?
Uh-huh.
Who's his dad, man?
Who his dad is?
Yeah.
His dad, the Purdue legend.
For real.
That's right.
Is that right?
Purdue legend, the biggest player ever came out of Purdue. That's his daddy.
A Boilermaker. That's what's up. You know, obviously I seen the kid quite a bit just hanging around the Atlanta Celtics program, and I always wonder, you know, why the connection and stuff, why that choice and stuff, because Purdue was always on his list. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't figure that out. Like that's so like to me, it was so out of left field.
Yeah, agree.
I'm like, this not adding up. It's just not adding up. But now now it's adding up now. It's really adding up on there. I got them. It's not enough time in the day. But I had them win the state. I'm not before all this, before they even played one game, I had them win the state. I saw them do in the summer. So
Yeah.
a lot of people are like, oh man, you're just saying that now because they let me pull that up again. Because they just 15-2. Right now, only lost 2 games out of state. But now I had Coach Pierce. That dude, I think he's an underrated coach.
Yeah.
And he don't expect nothing but the best from his players. He don't take nothing off of them. He don't take a day off. He work them hard. They respect him and love him. They play hard for him, you know.
Yeah.
He kind of remind me about not how he looked, but how he coached and how he's building his program. Because I remember when Willard's first program started taking off, when Big Doug was there, when he just started doing it with D.A. Lang and all them.
Mm-hmm.
I could see him building a culture at Grayson just like that, man. I could see that.
Nah, no doubt. No doubt. Especially being over there in that Gwinnett area, you know, he's in a good pocket over there. And like I said, you know, Grayson has always had talent, but he's doing a good job of retaining talent. He's doing a great job of producing talent for sure. Yeah.
Yep. And they built some more apartments by the school. On the way there, when I was there, I saw some more apartments.
Oh, really?
Oh man. It's gonna make it real easy around here.
Hey. Grayson putting that Buford factor into there, how they building the city in the zoning. Yeah, love it.
Most definitely. Is there anything before we jump on to the next team? Is there anything else you want to say about Grayson?
Well, you know, I got a chance to see them at TOC at the Tournament of Champions over there. At Willa and stuff, and the Wilkins kid, obviously, he comes from a lineage of superstars in the NBA. But you know, the kid was very, very talented. I really felt the way he ran the floor. I really felt the way he shot the ball and stuff. It was like I said, sometimes you just say, well, oh, he got it in his blood, he got it in his pedigree, and so you know, but. Still at the same factor, you got to keep in mind that the kid is still producing. The kid is still having to hone in on his skill set and stuff, you know. So I was very, very impressed with him, to be honest with you and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, you know, the depth that Grayson has and the style of play how they play and stuff is gonna be a tough outing, man. And especially when you get down to the state, man. It's gonna be a tough outing.
Gotcha. So next we got on. I think we're on the same page on this one. It's really, for me, it's really no particular order. These are the top 4 teams, and the next one we got is McEachern on that. So McEachern, as of right now, I know they played a game and they're gonna be playing a game when people watch it. So the record not gonna be as accurate. But McEachern, as of right now, is 13-4. And all their losses are to tough teams. So you can't really look at that like that. And the key wins is Westminster Academy, Kell, state champions, Cannon, and Edmond North. And Cannon and Edmond, they 2 out-of-state teams. So it took some time. I really believe it took some time for McEachern to get their feet up under them.
Yep.
I think what the biggest thing to me, you just tell me if I'm wrong when I was looking at this, it took because Ace is that dude to me. Ace is that dude. So it took Ace a second to adjust to his teammates because he was trying to do. It reminded me of the Knicks. I'm not sure what year it is, but when the Knicks were playing the Bulls when Jordan Dad was alive, and Knicks was running away with the series, and Jordan went to his dad and got advice. He said, "Hey, they don't follow. You got to take over and lead, and then they'll follow." And I think that's what Ace was doing. Ace was saying how much of the load they was going to carry.
Yeah.
And when he adjusted to see what they were carrying, he filled in all of the holes. And I told him, I said this, and you go back to any podcast, so this is recorded right here. In order for them to do what they're doing now, he had to say you got to average close to 40 points a game. You got to have a Paul George game every night. And it seemed like he watched the podcast because he's having a Paul George night, man. He's really having a Paul George night, man.
No, I 1000% agree with you on that. You know, one of the biggest things for Ace that I've seen that he's doing this year is the consistency. Like you said, you know, and even when you watch the Clippers, like the comparison that we're giving them to Paul George, night in and night out, Paul George is always going to be a double-digit scorer. I don't know whether or not if he's going to get up to his season average, but he's always going to be a double-digit scorer. He's always going to get it in on the defensive end. I've seen Ace early this year, you know, against Columbus out of Florida, you know, accept the challenge of guarding the best player in the country and one of the best players in the country in this class, Boozer. But I love the way Tree and the guys over at McEachern are developing Ace to where he's being consistent, man, you know, and he's trusting his team. He's trusting his team. He actually has some solid role players around him. You know, one other thing, just, you know, throw a nugget out to you. They end up beating Alexander, even though Alexander being a 6A and McEachern being a 7A, you know what I'm saying? They kind of put Alexander in their place, letting them know it's different levels to this 7A and 6A basketball. But that Alexander team is a quality enough team because I think they could probably beat a lot of 7A schools and stuff. So McEachern's one of those schools, I think, just with the system that they have in place, the way McEachern's supporting cast is, you know, when I look at these tapes and look at these highlights and stuff, how they stepping up, you know, and Ace still doing Ace, you know what I'm saying? So that's what's up, you know what I mean? And I just think Tree gonna have them, they're gonna be around. They're gonna be around the state playoffs and stuff. But like you said, Ace can't have no bad night. I will say that because he is a volume shooter. So I think at the same time, you know what I'm saying, he has to have a solid performance because a bad night could wipe out McEachern. Because I think as good as he plays, the confidence of the supporting cast goes up.
I don't think he got more total was 15 high school games left.
Yeah.
And I don't think we've seen his best game yet. That's the scary thing about it. I really, really, really smell a 50 piece.
50 piece from him?
Yeah, I smell a 50 piece. At least a 50 piece before this year over. I'm watching him doing some things. I saw him do some things that everybody talk to him. I know Koopman is here, but I don't think he know how good he really is. He's starting to get an idea about it because I saw that Joker get double teamed, put the ball up over the hand with bad fundamental shooting and just stroked it in their eye off nothing bottom of that. He didn't have his feet set. He didn't have nothing set. He just got it, just chugged it over their hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
And nothing but the bottom of that. Like, okay, all right. He seen what's going on. He's like, hey, I got to do what I got to do. So,
yeah.
One thing I got to say, he was struggling at the beginning of the year. He was really, really struggling. And
yeah.
I was talking, not him. I was talking to Coach Tree about it, and he said the same thing. And he's like, yeah, they really got to step up. It was John McQueen.
Right.
playing big boy ball now, and he's stepping up. I think he still got more in the tank. I think he got more he could do.
Yeah.
And that's one reason why they are playing better as well with him doing that. I'm not sure you really took a really good look at John McQueen, but I think John McQueen, he's still underachieving. But man, that dude, he stepped up like they dug into him and he's playing better.
Gotcha. Yeah, I agree with you. I guess, when you watch McEachern, especially for me, being outside of the city, what I'm saying, a lot of times, you just zone in on Ace and you see the supporting cast doing it. But what's the kid and you and I talked about it at Hoops Thanksgiving, the kid, the bald-headed kid, a little undersized, but
Najee.
Huh?
I think you're talking about Najee.
Najee, yeah.
Yeah,
This
Najee.
kid got a Jerome Williams type game. I don't know if people remember him from the Georgetown Hoya days. The guy played with Allen Iverson and Othello Harrington, but this guy just has a junkyard type game. I just love watching him. I know in the film I've been watching of McEachern and stuff, man, this guy's around. He's always around to make a play, offensively or defensively and stuff.
He's a super glue.
Yeah.
Even how good Ace is, and I kind of forgot about him. I might have remembered him before he got off this team. But no matter how good Ace is, that's a great point because I don't really think they can win a lot of games if he ain't on their team.
Facts.
Dude,
Facts.
I mean, he consistent almost for 15 and 15.
Yeah. Yeah.
He guaranteed getting 15 points and get close to 15 rebounds. His motor, man, and then he had deceivingly bounce.
Does. Yeah.
Because I didn't know he could dunk. I looked at that kid like how lanky he was, and I seen him. He's the springing.
Yeah. Very bouncy. But it's just active, man. Just like a gnat in the dead of the heat of the sun. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, and they told me his name. They told me so good if I had his name in front of me. I got a little bit technical difficulty with my thing. I could actually, if my system was working, so I could work, and I played around with it and I messed it up. I can actually go search in the hard drive and pull up his name, pull up the stuff on him. And I could look at his name and almost pronounce his name correctly now. But it's like Rodigi. It's like Rozigi, not Zigi, something like that. But if I had it pulled up, I could pronounce it better because on the third time saying it, I got it. I asked one of the coaches that won the game. I'm like, man, I don't need to how to pronounce his kid's name. But yeah, that dude good. They do good.
Yeah.
We can't forget about Jay Nash.
No doubt.
Point.
Yeah.
One thing about him, he's a solid player. He really is a solid player. No knock on him. I don't want him to get offended.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna get more wow factor out of him. I thought I was getting more explosion. Good kid, good player. I don't know. I guess I was expecting a 5-star. He's not a 5-star player, but I was expecting close to a 5-star. Because when you look online and you hear a kid transferring in, you've never seen a kid play, and you go watch how they try to do these highlights. You really don't do the kid no justice, and it's unfair to them if you ain't never seen him play. So I was thinking more of like a 5-star player, and he's just a solid 4-star player. There's nothing wrong with it.
Nah, nothing wrong with that. Like I said, transferring in is tough. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you transfer in with a guy like Ace on the team and just just knowing how McEachern builds and stuff. When you get those 1-year players in like that, man, it's tough, man, because it's culture building. But like you said, these kids are hoopers, man. So he's one of those kids that I think is going to be one of the reasons why, when we get in the state and stuff, man, they may be able to, give Grayson a serious run for their money.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, Grayson gonna be tough to beat. Grayson had to beat that right now. How I feel about Grayson had to beat themselves right now, man. They really beat themselves.
It happens like that in the state playoffs, man. It's only one game. It's do
You
or
got to
die.
win. It is a
Every
one-game tournament.
Yep.
Yeah, it is a one-game tournament. You're right about the one-game tournament. So we're going to transition into Berkmar. We're going to pull up Berkmar. They're going to Berkmar's 14-3, key wins, Green Forest, Shiloh, and Willard on there. This team, they win their games. They got a good coach. They win their games, as you can see.
The best basketball mind. Yeah.
Yeah, But I don't think they're good as their record is. I know they win those games 14-3. I don't think their record is good as they are, but hey, they beat the teams on their schedule. I will see, especially tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? I think. Oh no, they already played. No, they already played. Yeah, they lost to Norcross. I don't know if Jesse just owns them or what. I don't know. Own that team, and Norcross having a down year. Yeah. And so he just might have a special potion to beat Berkmar. But Berkmar's a good team. I don't think they play fast enough. I don't think they scored the ball enough from the outside to really fool with like a Grayson or McKeitron. I just don't think they don't play fast enough. I don't think they get enough shots up. Even they're a solid team, but like we just talked about this. It's a one-game tournament. Win, get to play again. Win, get to play again.
Yeah.
So you never know.
Yeah. Yeah. And your adjustment away. Not to cut you off, but your adjustment away. And one thing about Berkmar's coach, he's gonna make that adjustment. I like you said, I'm looking at their schedule while you was talking, and I'm just looking at the games that they won. I know I witnessed. They obviously beat Norcross early in the season only by 3. I'm sorry, they lost to Norcross. Only by 3. A lot of times I usually feel, Norcross just kind of being the king of the hill a lot of times over in that region and stuff that, those games right there, especially on a year where they should have beat Norcross, where I think Norcross is talently down this year. But like you said, they're big, man. I just think that their games, for them to win, it has to be a 50-55 game. Like for example, they got to score around about 55, you know what I'm saying? Keep the game ugly, keep the game, possession by possession, and let their guards just got to be mistake free. You know what I'm saying? Obviously with them losing Eddie Cook, you know what I'm saying? It takes away from the depth. Now, a lot of people have said since he's left that they actually play better. So that's neither here nor there in my opinion. Yeah.
Ball not sticking probably.
Correct. But still, as being a coach and stuff, you would love to have Eddie Cook there. But like I said, the way Berkmar has a system in play and stuff, that coach a guy like that, they can next man up. They got a next man up mentality and stuff. So just looking at their upcoming region schedule, they should be fine. You know what I'm saying? You just get, like I said, they hopefully got an opportunity to get back against Norcross. Meadow Creek may be a tough outing. You know what I'm saying? They just beat them last week. So, but Meadow Creek's a team that, they got a little size on them and stuff, but like I said, Berkmar's guards, coach has been getting everything out of them. Like he's been maximizing them. Not the most talented group of guards, but coach is getting the most out of them. And let's just keep it real, probably one of the most I don't want to say skill, but when you look at that big man, the way he plays like Joker, a little bit. Now, he doesn't bring the ball up the court like Joker, but just seeing him in the half-court setting.
Yeah, poor-man version.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I like him. I don't know how to pronounce his name. He got a unique name.
Yeah, it was Raglan. Hold on. Matter of fact, we be pushing Mackay, you know what I'm saying, but Raglan. But, Mackay, I had a chance to really, really watch him this past spring and summer, and then get a chance to watch him in the high school summer league with a live period over at Lake Point, and became really, really impressed by the kid. Got a chance to watch some of his practices this June in the gym. You know what I'm saying? And the kid, like I said, probably might be one of the better big men in the state. You know what I'm saying? At least in consideration top 5. But let's keep in mind, man, he's a junior. So a lot of
he's got to tighten up the body and work out a little bit. That's
absolutely, absolutely. I haven't. Now I don't know. Like I said, you watch him. Probably watched him more than I have, but I haven't seen conditioning kind of being an issue. But like you said, for him to, as he continues to take his game to the next level and plays and gets to the next level and stuff, man, he definitely has to fine tune, get his core stronger, get some of that weight off of him and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So he can get up and down the court and effectively help his team even more. For sure.
He got to take breaks on the court. Yeah, that's what he's doing. He got to take breaks on the court. We're gonna transition over to Walton, Bo Adney's team. 14-3, key wins, love it. North Gwinnett and Dutchtown. This team right here could be real sneaky. This dude loves staying up. The coach, I know his coach personally, almost a professional golfer. And then when he couldn't make it as a professional golfer, he decided to coach. He's a good coach. The dude used to practice bank shot 3-pointers from the corner. This is a higher percentage. Wow. And he had it down pat too. He just shoot off the angle. He make more from that side doing that. The guy used to do on that. But he loves staying up late at night, looking for every angle he can on beating the team. He looks forward on out coaching the team. He loves having a less talented team and look forward to trying to beat you with a less talented team.
Yeah.
So the guy's something else. We're going to break down that wall.
Yeah, I had a chance to meet Coach Bo this once again at Lake Point this June and stuff. He has a freshman on his team that he just moved up from JV and started him over about a week and a half ago. And the kid, CJ Jordan, 6'6", forward, has jumped on the team and impacted the team and stuff. But I agree with you. When I watched Coach Bo coach Walton this summer, well coached team. Love the way they got out and spaced the floor out and everything, and guys can knock down shots and stuff. You can tell, like you said, he makes adjustments in game, which is rare. Those are going to be things that I think that the teams that have these coaches that can make these in-game adjustments on the fly and stuff is going to be real special with come state playoff time. But like you said, just looking over their schedule, got a big time game tomorrow night. I mean, not tomorrow night, but I'm sorry, Tuesday night.
Tuesday night.
Yeah.
I thought you meant Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Versus Willard. I'm actually trying to go watch that game because I haven't seen them play this year. And I'm like, man, they play Willard. And then I'm thinking they play Willard, and you brought it up. Like, that's perfect. That's a perfect transition into next team we're going to be talking about.
Yeah.
That's going to work out good.
Yeah. Woo. Willard. Larry's my guy. You know what I'm saying? Like you said earlier and stuff, their record doesn't state how truly good they are. You know what I'm saying? I think guard wise, I think as the guards get better, start protecting the basketball better, and running the system, playing the game the right way, Willard's going to be a tough team to face.
Yeah. 12-4. He wins New Tri-City. Tri-City's a damn good basketball team. And Dutchtown.
Yeah.
The problem with Willard right now is that consistent second score. McKenzie, if I got a name, what is that? Kennesaw, the Kennesaw State Committee. Is it McKenzie? That's his last name?
McKenzie. Ricky McKenzie. Yeah.
Yeah, Ricky McKenzie. He's solid. I love that dude. That dude with ball. He just needs one more person to ride with. He needs somebody else to ride with. he could play. He good for 15. He'd be good for between 15 and 20 a game. Got that wet J.
Yep.
Real consistent. He just need another guy, how they play defense, a high coach. They need one more consistent scorer. And I thought Josh Hill was going to be that consistent scorer. And it wavers. So some nights they sharing that second spot, and you really can't share that second spot. You got to have a consistent second scorer. Somebody can share that third, but it's gonna be that's gonna be what's gonna come down to them. They can get hot. They can beat anybody.
No doubt. No, like I said, you know, and I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to jinx Larry like that, but I'm just going to tell you, he has a team built for the future. The way his team is built right now, obviously, you know, he has some nice sophomore guards, you know, in Coda. Yeah. And Lay and Amari James and stuff. I think these guys have to step up. These guys have to be consistent. You know, Amari James has to come off the bench, be locked in, not just be happy just to be out there on the court. You know, guys like Lay and Coda, you know, they got to step up. I watched these guys in the spring and summer last season on the circuit and stuff, on the AAU circuit, on the Adidas circuit, and those guys did work, man. I seen them get better. And so, like I said, the games I've seen them in, I hate to say it, I think it's been a lot of inconsistent on the guard play. And I think the kid, the most consistent guard to date for Willa may be the freshman, Kevin Savage. You know what I'm saying? So that's not now granted, like I said, and I keep on saying this, I'm not in Atlanta every day like everybody else is, but the 3 games that I've watched, that's been my fact finding on it. So I think Kevin Savage is a kid that when he comes in the game, he's consistent, he impacts the game and stuff. And we just got to get for Larry to optimize his team. You know, his sophomore guards are going to really have to step up.
Yep. So when we come back from break, we're going to talk about some sleeper teams. We got 2 sleeper teams we're going to be talking about.
This is Caleb Banks, and you are listening to License to Ball.
This is Trent Markwith with Relentless Hoops, and you're listening to License to Ball.
This is Coach Washington, head coach at Pebblebrook High School. You are listening to License to Ball.
You're tuned into the hottest prep basketball podcast, License to Ball, where certified ballers play. Leave us a rating and review. Don't touch that dial. Who am I kidding? This is the internet. Keep rocking with License to Ball. And now back with your host, Hip Hop.
Well, welcome everybody back from break. Appreciate y'all staying tuned to the License Ball podcast. You stayed this late. Almost watch it to the end. Appreciate it. Like and subscribe. Tell a friend. Let everybody know what we're doing. Talk some good stuff. Pass it on. It's constantly growing, man. Let everybody know we're going to try to keep it going. You're just going on a consistent basis. Talk about this basketball. Doing this because basketball's a hotbed in Atlanta. We got G-Dub from PK Sports on the show breaking down the 7A regional basketball. The teams, we went up through 4 or 5 teams. Now we're going to go through the sleeper teams that got a good shot at doing this too, man. On back on that. So we want to welcome Greg back on the show, G-Dub. Man, what's going on with this, man? Jump right into this, man. Out of 2 teams, what's your first team?
Oh man, well, you know, when you and I talked about it early in the week, we talked about Valdosta and Camden County. I see that Camden County ended up beating Valdosta this past week. So Camden County is definitely just looking at a team outside of Atlanta that could challenge or be competitive and stuff. I know Valdosta has great size. I had a chance to see Valdosta play against Meadow Creek early in the year, and with Camden County and stuff. You know, those guys they've been pretty consistent of lately. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely think we got to throw in maybe 1 or 2 dark horse outside of the Metro Atlanta that could really push the needle and maybe challenge, like we talked about earlier. You know, it's one game. It's do or die. you know? Yeah.
I got you. They playing in Leeds County tournament down there tomorrow.
Yeah, I want to say,
Valdosta.
hold on, I'm going to check that out real quick. I seen that.
Valdosta, Lowndes County. Y'all gonna see this.
Yeah.
Y'all way down there. Y'all both of y'all with a good arm could throw a rock to Florida. Y'all have to come up north and play. Get some of this media love. You have to come up with now. Lowndes is in town. If I remember correctly, Lowndes is going to be at Holy Anderson's. Either going to be at Holy Anderson's or they're going to be at Maynard Jackson tomorrow. I looked at both schedules, so
Okay.
blended together. Lowndes are going to be up here. They playing in the tournament up there. They coming up here to play. If I remember correctly, Lowndes is going to be here tomorrow. But y'all have to stop playing in those local tournaments over there and come play with the big boys. Get y'all proper respect. And other kids want to come up and play.
Yeah.
Valdosta, I always hear something about Valdosta, but we never get to see them. Because like you got to understand, like, coach down there,
Mm-hmm.
AD, players, you got to understand, y'all are two teams down there that we want to see.
Mm-hmm.
We had to travel 3 to 4 hours to see two teams in a Metro Atlanta. They got 4 tournaments where we could see 20, 30 teams that we want to see.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a less of a drive. So we get more bang for our buck. Y'all got to start requesting being in these tournaments so we can see more of y'all and cover more of y'all. So you don't think we got this bias. It's just so far out to come see y'all play. Well, it's a hike down there.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
we both run a media business. So
Yep.
hotels and accommodations, we can't come down there and see you. So it can be done.
Oh yeah, reach out to us, Jim Rad Insiders and at PQ Sports, definitely on Twitter and stuff. You know what I'm saying? We out here on all social media platforms. So if you need us in the building and everything to give you that coverage and that love and stuff, we love to come check your kids out. But no, I agree with you. A lot of those South Georgia schools, football based type schools, like I said, and no offense, just the way the talent structure is down there and probably the way they select coaches and stuff. Cause I know in my AAU coaching days and everything, I love South Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Cause I've been able to go into Douglas County. I've been able to go down there by Valdosta and stuff and be able to recruit kids and stuff and get them to play on my AAU teams, especially with team power. So it's some talent down there and some trees down there too. There's some trees down there. You know what I'm saying? They just got to get grabbed up early so that these kids don't, get disinterested, not get coached up, not get developed and stuff. And that's not speaking any ill will towards our South Georgia teams, because the Valdosta team that I seen over the Christmas break was very, very competitive. Coach was very energized and stuff. Like I said, he features a big kid, solid size around the big kid. So I truly feel that South Georgia has a chance to be represented. Definitely be an Elite Eight, type teams that maybe can squeak themselves into a Final Four game. But definitely amen what you was talking about there. Yep.
Yeah, I'd like to go down there. Really, I really love to go down there for a weekend and check out middle school and everything. Cause I love finding hidden gems.
Yeah.
Hidden gems.
It's like that in Savannah as well too. Like I said, these Valdosta, these South Georgia and Savannah teams and stuff. Like I said, they get so locked in playing each other right there. I don't know whether or not if it's a budget issue or whether or not if it's just the leadership issue. A lot of times, because I truly feel if the right coach is in place, he's going to convince his administration, and he's going to convince his supporter, his booster club, and his parents and stuff of the importance of getting out, giving our kids a chance to get looked at versus the top talents throughout the state. So I encourage the coaches, man, just to be stewards of the game. You know what I'm saying? We gotta make these right hires and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I think this new rule, hip hop, I know it's getting off the subject a little bit, but I think this new rule with Georgia High School with the community coach, being able to be a head coach. I think in areas like South Georgia and Savannah and some of these other areas and stuff, you know what I'm saying? I think some schools, some principals can step up and make a great leadership decision and get the best basketball mind, the best mentoring for these kids and stuff. And you can not only just be talking about Metro Atlanta basketball, we can be talking about basketball from a holistic state perspective, you know.
That's too convenient. That's really too convenient, I think, because that just sound like to me, if the state don't want to pay these coaches no more, the coaches making good money, and it's a way to lowball. That's what it sounds like. I think it's gonna help out. It's gonna help out basketball, but the reason why I think they passed it, this should have been passed a long time ago. Other states been having it, so I don't understand why it took them so long to do this. But I think they got to do something money.
Yeah,
because an Ole coach, being a head coach, good or not, can't demand what a Jesse McMillan could demand over at Norcross for a salary with his resume.
Yeah.
Or Coach Larry.
Yeah.
But that's good though. That's good. I'm happy to hear that. That's good because you get a different aspect on it. I don't even think it's gonna help out basketball, man. I really don't think it's gonna help out basketball on that. But who do we have for the next sleeper team?
Well, you know, the next sleeper team, I would say, you know, you got to throw them in the hat. They have a great traditional history. You know, Newton, Newton, Buford. We can start throwing names up, you know, right now. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like those two, they have a core talent base there. They have a program history. You know what I'm saying? Buford has solid guard play, which you know, come tournament time, state tournament time, you know, guard play is what's really gonna get you there. You know what I'm saying? Guard play is really what's gonna get you to the dance and get you far in the dance and stuff. So I would say Newton and Buford would be two teams that I would throw up that's gonna, you know, be in that Sweet 16, Elite 8 run, and good things can happen. They can go further.
Yep. Gotcha. But on my end, I can't think of anything else in the 7A we need to cover, really. So I got a lot of teams. I think it was 58, 60 something teams.
Yeah.
A lot of teams, man.
Yeah.
Cover what we can.
Yeah.
We're two busy people.
Absolutely.
Putting in a lot of hours, putting in work, getting this done. So I want to thank you for joining the show again, man, and really putting this together, man. So this is going to be something that be ahead of the game. I think some other people might be trying to do this, but they're going to be doing it on article-wise. Most people don't want to see articles no more. They don't want to listen to it or see it. So we're going to have coming up next week, going to be 6A. We're going to be covering 6A, doing the same thing again. And I don't apologize. I'm going to be a little bit more tight. You'll be more on my A game, you know. Taking a couple of weeks off, and ever since I totaled out my car, I ain't been, my schedule ain't been the same. Getting anything settled down, man. So totaled out my car pretty much paid off. Totaled out, now I got a new car now. I love the car I got now, but man, I didn't want to pay for that, man.
Yeah, hey man, hey. That's God working, man. A lot of times, man, things like that happen, man, just to spark your, you know, get your attention, man. I truly believe things happen for a reason, man. I'm just glad you're safe, brother.
I appreciate it, man. I didn't realize how much, to be honest, I didn't realize that I consider myself a real tough guy. I didn't realize how much trauma I had from that accident. I drive trucks for a living.
Yeah.
So I drove for about a week. And I didn't realize my trauma kicked in until it was pouring down raining because I hydroplane. So I'm in a big truck now and it's dark and it's raining. So it happened during the day, but it made it worse when it was dark and raining. I started driving all different. I was driving fine for 6 straight days, but it was dry conditions. And dang, it's raining. And last time I was in my car, I got in an accident when it was raining, so man, it took me about 4 or 5 hours to get to a spot where it take me 3 hours to get to. I wasn't even doing the speed limit.
Hey,
I had to shake off all that rust off of it. Man.
nah, just to double up on what you just said right there, I agree with you. I remember as a teenager, my older brother, man, he's always like to stop so close to cars and follow cars so close and everything. And I remember one time we ran into the back of somebody. Matter of fact, we was over on Riceboro Road in Ghsa. And I remember as a teenager, just riding with people, just always having that trauma, that trigger, that fear factor. Every time a lot of people don't know how to be cool and just stop. A lot of people follow people too close. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I always learned, when I got my driver's license and started driving. It's just, I don't follow people tight like that. I love that little clean, little smooth, little stop. You know what I'm saying? Don't be following up behind nobody, tearing up your brakes, jerking and yanking and all that stuff there. But no, I'm with you, man. It took me some time to get over that myself, man. As a teenager, just having that fear factor of running into somebody again.
Yep. So I went ahead, drastic difference, driving. I'm actually getting my, even if it's totaled out, I'm getting it fixed. Well, I'm gonna still drive it, but I went in and got me basically a muscle car, man. I got me RT, Durango RT. Man, Hemi engine, dude.
You got a loud one.
Man, loud ain't the problem. I gotta learn how to take my foot off the gas pedal because I'm driving it. I'm applying the same kind of pressure to a V8 Hemi RT that I applied to a Nissan Sentra. And I look down, I'm doing 90 miles an hour and don't even feel like that. I didn't realize I was going that fast. That's how fast that car is.
Wow.
You just gradually put your foot on the gas pedal. You gone. I actually want to take it on a trip because it rides so smooth.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a good highway. I think it's a good highway vehicle, man. It really is a good highway vehicle. But I just got to be careful on tickets because I make my living with my license, and I don't need to be getting.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, no doubt, man.
I'll show you the car, man. So when I go outside and look at it, like, oh man, this car. No, when I look at it, I was like, I'm actually first time I could think of, and as an adult, high school don't count because you just so happy to buy the car.
Yeah.
It's the first car I got in my since I've been an adult. When I go outside and look at it, I really don't mind paying the car note. When I look at it, like, okay, all right. I'm paying for something actually nice and I like.
Hey, that's a blessing, man. I tell you, I got my 16-year-old son, man. He over here, he just got his license, man. Big up the Quest, man. He just got his license this Saturday. Well, yesterday, shoot, I'm saying it like that was a week ago or so ago, but he just got his license Saturday, man. So he already talking about what kind of car I'm gonna get him. His birthday is at the end of February. I'm like, bro, man, relax, man. You got to go.
Because he gonna put dents in it anyway.
Yeah.
He gonna put dents in it and learn how to drive it anyway, so he gonna get a beater.
Hey, that's what I was telling him, man. But I told him before he get a car, he got to go through my driving school. So he got to spend some time with me for the next 2 to 4 weeks. Like I told him, shoot, I was gonna give him a hand me down. I got a Ford Expedition Eddie Bauer, but he's scared of that of the big body size. So I think I'm a evaluate the situation. Yeah.
You just gotta drive it, nothing to do with man. Those vehicles, you forget how big those vehicles is, man.
Exactly.
I be pulling a trailer, I be forgetting that I got a trailer on me.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, dang, you can't make that turn because you got all that back there. When I first started driving, I used to get timid. You look down the mirrors, it just go on for like going on for days. Now you look back there, it look like it's only 5 feet. Usually like it's hundreds of feet, but man.
Yeah. I already know, man. I already know. Yes, sir. Now I see we got these I see the Rams beating Detroit right now, 21-17 at half, man. So, NFL playoffs in live full effect right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down. I got them all recorded, so I can watch them from the beginning, man.
Okay.
But yeah, we're gonna go and get up out of here and call it a day on there, man. I appreciate you coming on.
Nah, I appreciate you having me, man. Once again, everybody Check out what we got going on this spring and summer. It's going to be epic. It's going to be hot. Got